Hey,
Morning.
what kind of a crowd are we today? I know exactly what you're thinking. What happened in Israel regarding the 5 perfect red heifers? The red heifer is an unblemished, completely red cow used in a unique purification ritual in the Jewish temple. It was slaughtered outside the camp, its blood sprinkled toward the tabernacle, and then the entire carcass burned with cedar, hyssop, and scarlet yarn. The ashes were mixed with water, and it made a water of purification that is necessary for the temple to begin having sacrifices. And of course, the Temple Institute in Jerusalem has everything ready for the next Jewish temple, even priests that are trained to do the rituals. In September 2022, 5 red heifers were transported from Texas to Israel. These heifers were raised by Christian ranchers in Texas and were brought to Israel by an organization called Boneh, Israel, led by Byron Stinson. The heifers were imported as pets to circumvent livestock importation restrictions. I think they were actually emotional support cows, is what they are. In August of 2025, like right now, the Temple Institute in Israel announced that all 5 of them had been disqualified. However, there's a controversy about that. Byron Stinson, who brings these cows over, he said they did have the ceremony and they did sacrifice one, but it's on the QT because that's all super illegal for them to do that. But one thing he did say that was interesting, he says, "Say, we have plenty of red heifers." So maybe it's not as rare as we think. And so that was cool. Now, skeptics and critics have relegated red heifers and temple rebuilding as far-out conspiracies unfounded in reality. Then October 7th came. The Times of Israel reported, and here's the quote, "On January 17, 2024, Abu Ubaidah, the spokesperson for Hamas's military wing, delivered a rare televised address marking the 100th day of the war against Israel. In his speech, he cited the importation of the red heifers from Texas to Israel as one of the primary motives for the October 7 attack, referring to it as an aggression that reached its peak." Now, the news media doesn't bring that out, mostly because they don't know anything about it. I mean, even the average Fox News guy doesn't know what the red heifer is. You know, somebody should tell them, I guess. But so you won't hear anything about that. But this guy, the real spokesman for Hamas, he says, yeah, one of the primary reasons we did it now was because they brought the red heifers over. So with Iran, right, Israel says, hey, we're going to destroy Iran before they can make a nuclear bomb. And these Hamas guys say, we're going to destroy Israel before they can sacrifice a red heifer. And it sounds weird, but it's right out of the Bible. And people are overlooking it. And so it's not a far-out dark web conspiracy theory. Jesus quoted Daniel, and both of them pointed to a temple on the Temple Mount in the future 7-year Great Tribulation. And it's exactly what you'd expect to be happening, and it is. Now, we, of course, believe that the resurrection and the rapture of the church is imminent. The word imminent indicates that it could happen at any time because nothing has to happen before it. There's no event that must occur before the Lord can return to resurrect the dead and rapture the church. The Great Tribulation is coming sometime after that. It is designed to save all of Israel at the second coming of Jesus, not for the church. We do not need to be purified in some special way or anything like that. The church is removed so that God can deal with Israel, and he does. At the end of the Great Tribulation, all surviving Jews are saved, and then we'll go into the millennium. We'll talk a little bit more about that this morning in our passage in Ezekiel. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10 indicates that we, the church, will be kept out of that entire time of trouble, not kept safe through it, but kept out of it by being removed. And it begs the question that we ask every week, are you ready for the rapture? If not, get ready and stay ready and keep looking up. Ready or not, Jesus is coming.